going into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. On the ground, it's Haynes. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. He wants to throw it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our part.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Dixon.
In the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Petty. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The sure hands, it's Dixon. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time. Turning it on! He's on the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Michigan! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll go to the ground. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Back to throw, it's Petty. Looking to the big tight end. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion. Illinois
runs the punt unit onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter.
Runs out of bounds.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0. Breaks into the open. Touchdown Wolverines. Once he got some room, it was over.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground, and in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. And he'll bring it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The the Illinois offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Dropping back, it's Petty. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got him. There he goes. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
To the air on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Petty. Got his man. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Gonna run it. It's Valentine. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the 1st, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll move the tight end. Right back to him on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So here comes the Michigan offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Leaves it with the running back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Back to pass. It's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fleming. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They're going to run it. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. They're throwing for it on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Looking for a man. It's Petty. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Valentine. And they'll knock him down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Trying to convert. Illinois comes to the line. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Plows through the defense. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming in on the outside.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on 4th down and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
That's caught. It's Marsh. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Underwood. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to take off. On his feet at the 40. Turning it on! Recovered by the defense, and he's off! He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Back to throw, it's Petty. Working the big fella to the corner. And the defense drags him down.
I love the route there on the corner by the tight end. Against man coverage, he's able to get a little wiggle, create some separation, use his speed to get vertical, put his foot in the ground, and then use those long arms to haul the pass in.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right side. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. Most offensive schemes are predicated on 1st down productivity. That will not go down as a productive 1st down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
With the catch, it's Valentine. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the front.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. On the run, it's Haynes.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the 2nd half. And on the very first play of the 3rd quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Motion from the wideout. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going to try to get it himself. He stopped just inside his own 40. They'll mark it at the 39, and it'll be 4th down. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll feel the punt and take it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the 1st half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the 2nd half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your play.
There he goes! Past the 20. Touchdown, Michigan! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Colorado State is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to New Mexico. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant spoken is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that.
Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Illinois lining up quickly. They feed him again. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
To the air. It's Underwood. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route, so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
And the Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough.
Touchdown Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Petty. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, he's got some space. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois!
Hey, And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Might be changing the route. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Shows him the stiff arm. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's...
He's into the open down the middle. 30, the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. That should move them closer to this elusive second win of the year as they build this fourth quarter lead.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect... And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Snags it over the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it, turning it on. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Looking to throw again. Quick strike complete.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Picks up the first down, still moving. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Illinois putting together a really nice drive.
And the defense gives up the first down, and oh, here they go. They're going fast, no time to substitute, got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Looking to throw, it's Boyd. Hit as he throws. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free.
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Valentine. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looking for space. It's Valentine. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Illinois right back to the line. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Illini.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. So here comes the Michigan offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
At the 35, he's loose. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point, the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. There's time on the clock. Keep trying to score.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. With the run on first and goal. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Second and goal for this offense. Trying to punch it in. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got stuffed on second down, and still they need 1 yard here on third and goal. Now on the move. Touchdown, Wolverine! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Boyd. Zings it complete to the right.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you can tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Finds the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Gonna look downfield again. Throwing right. It's caught. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Gonna swing it on second down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On fourth down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, fighting Illini. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. To throw, it's Underwood. Here's the pressure. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a push on fourth down. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. Inside the... Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today,